Welcome to part 2 of my political type video concerning Black Lives Matter. I wanted to make a short video talking about All Lives Matter versus Black Lives Matter. So, in July 2015, or roughly around July 2015, All Lives Matter started. I believe it was with Hillary Clinton. She was the first mainstream person to say it. But Black Lives Matter was founded in July of 2013 and even predated back to 2012. And All Lives Matter wasn't really heard of as much as Black Lives Matter. And after George Floyd, you really saw Black Lives Matter take off. But then, what did you see after Black Lives Matter started to take off? All Lives Matter started to take off. And I wanted to bring up a few statistics. Out of white men, every 15 in 1 million white person is killed by police yearly. Now that's 15 out of a million, and take into account there are 197 million white people. And, excuse me, I didn't mean to say white men, just white people in general. 15 out of a million white people are killed by police out of 197 million yearly. Okay? That doesn't sound like a lot. Now, every 36 out of a million of black people are killed yearly by police. That doesn't sound like a lot. There are 42 million African Americans or black people in the United States. That's 197 million compared to 42 million. That is astronomical. Sure, most crime happens against white people. Nobody, not even Black Lives Matter supporters, are saying no to that. But black people are disproportionately killed by police yearly than white Americans. That's a big number. 36 out of a million, out of 42 million. There have already been 45 black men, or not black men, black men and women killed by police in 2021, and it's only May. Every single one of them were armed with a gun. I didn't dive into each of them to read up. Sure, I think some of them probably were in life or death situations. But then again, some couldn't have been, and they just had the gun on them. What do you do about that? And I know people like to bring up the black on black crime rate. Let's put it into perspective. Where do most African Americans live? Poverty. Why do they live in poverty? There's no jobs. They don't get welfare. They don't get food stamps. Their jobs don't pay well. The job's near them, so they can't afford to go hours for a job and come back. Results the crime to get a one up on everyone else. So you can reasonably see why the crime rate would be like that. What's the government doing about it? Are they going in and fixing the problem, fixing the poverty, creating jobs? Biden likes to claim he's creating 50,000 jobs a month. Where's that going for the black community? What are you doing to help the black community? I understand you're helping the trans community. I understand they were happy about Biden. I understand a lot of African Americans were happy about Biden. But Biden, where are these 500,000 jobs? Why aren't they going to poverty-stricken areas for African Americans that need the help? I don't know what to say anymore about our government, because it seems like they are. It doesn't seem like it. They are. They're using Black Lives Matter as a tool to get elected. That's what the Democrats did. They used Black Lives Matter to get elected, just like the Republicans tried to use All Lives Matter. And if you notice a trend, most All Lives Matter enthusiasts, white, conservative, middle-aged females or males, noticing a pattern there? and most of them are from the South. Wow. Middle age, so we're saying roughly around 40 years. That's coming right out of Jim Crow era, out of heavily segregated South. Where do you think they got their beliefs from? Their parents. The 70-year-old female, male, white conservatives that were segregationists from the South, that were originally Democrats, who switched to Republicans. And you look at another rate of all lives matter, these just young white Americans who have conservative values, conservative parents. I'm noticing a pattern here. It's going and going and going, where anytime Black Lives Matter tries to make a statement or a message, All Lives Matter has to come in and redirect. Saying, why are you being selfish and saying Black Lives Matter? All lives matter. All lives don't matter. Let me tell you why. Most lives matter. I stand for MLM, BLM, Black Lives Matter, most lives matter. When you tell me all lives matter, you tell me Ted Bundy mattered, John Wayne Gacy mattered, Jeffrey Dahmer mattered, rapists mattered, child predators mattered. No, they don't matter. They never will matter again. They never have. The second they committed their first crime, they stopped mattering. There's no redemption to touching a child. There's no redemption in raping someone. There is no redemption in murdering someone in cold blood that isn't for self-defense. There's no justification. You don't matter after that. All lives matter? No. All lives do not matter. Most lives matter, but more importantly, we need to spread the message of Black Lives Matter, because they are not treated the same as white America. Black America is an entirely different thing. And our government seems to talk about it a lot, but they don't seem to be helping the issue a lot. Why? Because our government is still heavily racist. And until that is addressed, our country's going to keep killing each other and killing each other as the government and politicians keep using these tactics to get ahead. Until we get someone who actually wants change in office, we're toast. Kaput. Over. We're going to keep dividing ourselves until we kill each other. That is what's going to happen. Sure, African Americans have been successful. Nobody is denying that. They were able to break through. But most African Americans live in poverty areas that the government will not fix. Taxpayer dollars do not go to them because there is no taxpayer dollars to get put into anywhere, because they have low-income jobs, so they can't be taxed right. They can't put in enough money to build the schools, educate their children better, because the government won't fund them and won't help them compared to white communities. And it all comes back to the government. They're going to keep dragging this on so they can milk their message that they're the better party. This two-party system is killing America. And until the people open their eyes and stop voting, instead of saying, oh, lesser of two evils, oh, they support one of my issues, I'll vote for them. No. Stop voting for either Republicans or Democrats. Once they realize their power's in jeopardy, they'll start making change, trust me. It's either that or it's going to resort to bloodshed again, like it did with Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. It took Martin Luther King Jr. being killed. I stand corrected. It was signed when he was alive, but afterwards he was killed. It's going to resort to bloodshed if these issues keep going on, and I see them going on and not ending anytime soon until the politicians are getting rid of and replaced with new people that actually care about solving the issue. So this is my second mini rant. I am working towards a video when my black friend, when he comes up from where he lives. He used to live in PA where I live. My mother is the godmother of his cousin, so we just think of ourselves as being relatives. We consider ourselves brothers. We're going to be making a video, White America versus Black America. We're going to break down our perspective of things and a lot of issues that a lot of people don't like talking about, specifically what the government doesn't like talking about. And we're going to try to open up some eyes, like I'm hoping that my last video and this video has done. So thank you, and I will see you guys next time for whatever my next video is.